so here we are. A day after Activision has... Shoot, try to skip that, I guess I can't. Come through and said that they're pushing back the release of Spyro Reignited Trilogy. The Spyro the Dragon Reignited Trilogy. They've come through and... From what they said the game still needs more of a spit and polish. Now, if you haven't been under a rock or, been keeping up with social media and, basically any outlet that Activision has, been able to post anything, you would know that about a month ago, I want to say it was about a month even-ish, it was somewhere around the middle of July, somebody went online and found out, well, they went to the website and they saw that Activision had posted on there that games 2 and 3 needed a download. You had to have internet to download games 2 and 3, that they weren't going to be hard copy. And, well, to say the least, that the fandom lost their minds over that is an understatement. Just about everybody I could possibly think of either was able to okay and live with it, or they lost their ever-living minds. Most everyone I know flipped out, didn't like it, and a lot of people canceled their pre-orders, which is pretty damn retarded if you ask me. Very much retarded, but there's two sides to this story. And side one is the fan side, and the fan side is, if you think about it, you really don't get the feel of having a physical copy in your hand if you have to download it. The feel of having the game, being able to open it up, take the disc out, look at the cover, smell the insides of it. And then there's, the company side to be like, eco and environmental, oh, we don't have to waste the materials, to print 2 more discs, or, paper for the covers and more plastic and whatnot to be, eco-friendly. Which I'm not sure this is where they were going with it, but it's where I'm going to try to go with this. And then there's Activision's side that a download is a lot easier for a game company, just to have the information sitting on, the cloud server, that once you download the first game, the original, or the Xbox servers then can just download them from there, and that'd just, be the end of it. That'd be it. That'd be game over. Just download it. Game's done. But, I also see where the fans are at, like, well, what if you got crappy internet? You didn't have to have it to play the game, just to download it. So, to say I was a little bit salty hearing this because of how this came about, I was pretty was. Though the article that Activision ran, and IGN also covered, said that the game needs more spit and polish. Here's the evidence I say that the game doesn't need spit and polish. It's just that everyone flipped out about the download thing, and everyone was threatening to cancel and did cancel a bunch of orders, is what spurred this. Is because if you're big into video games, you know that game companies really don't release a lot of information or screenshots until they're ready, for the game to be released. And Activision has been running off screenshots, little videos showcasing all the world's, your favorite character. I never got to play the game, so I don't have a favorite yet. And, they ran that off. They were ready. The game was ready. They were firing off. A general, at least from my experience, a general, company will fire off a video or like a screenshot maybe once, twice a month. These guys, or maybe, once a week or something, they'll showcase something maybe once a week. Activision and Toys for Bob were firing off little videos and the screenshots left, right, and center. We're talking 2-3 times a week they'd fire something off. And, you know. So, I mean, the game is ready. I mean, the game's ready to be released. I mean, it is. And the game is pretty freaking ready. I'd say it's probably as ready as it was probably ever going to get. I mean, the game was hot. The game was ready. I mean, we were a month and 3 days from getting our hands on the Reignited Trilogy. That's how close we were, boys and girls and everyone involved. That's how close we were. That's how close it was. It was right there. A month and 3 days. But this is where I applaud Activision and say I'm excited to see what they do because they're listening to it. It's not just because everyone was threatening to quit and everything. I mean, it probably definitely scared them. But at the same time, I applaud them for being like, well, they did say the game needs spit and shine. But this gives them the opportunity to spit and shine. You know, just a little bit better. You know, find any glitches that may or may not even exist. And, you know, take away the chance that they will exist, if you think about it. You can get a lot done. A game company can get a lot done in 2 months, other than just, you know, take the game and make it hard disk and whatnot. I mean, you can get that done in 2 months, easy. They probably only would have needed to actually download the information, get everything on disk. They could have probably got that done by pre-order, or if anything, they probably would have needed, maybe, I would say, I would only give them like, I'd say in the least bit just to download it and then get mass produced. Maybe an extra two weeks, I would say, because, you know, still got a month. You know, maybe made it the end of September, beginning of October, instead of the whole 2 months. But they're gonna take their time. And this is where I'm really liking what Activision and Toys for Bob are doing. Be like, well, we want to get this, so we already have to delay the game. Why don't we just delay it and actually feel 100% good? Cover our P's and Q's and do this right. Take the time and care that we said we put in this game. Come through with the goods. Do what we said we're going to do. And then do it. It's the only thing, you know. And I can't blame Activision for doing it. Especially when anymore it's hard to find game companies that will listen to the fans. Other than just, oh my god, you know. Or, you know, not just that. You know, just come through and just be like, oh, well, we can promise you this, or, you know, we can't do this because of this. You know, just say out reasons why we can't do some instead of actually going through and then doing it. Which Activision appears to be doing. I'm excited for the game to come out. I don't like the fact that I gotta wait 2 more months because of this, but I like what Activision's doing by taking the time. And because they're willing to take the time, the game's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's probably going to be better than what we thought. It's going to be probably more taken care of. And with all honesty, if they don't, you know, put the game on the discs, it's going to be a thing. It's going to be kind of weird, and I'm probably going to be wrong, which I'm okay with. But I'm just looking at the information I have, that I've seen. Because how fast they were firing off those screenshots, how much they were showcasing of it, and just how, you know, excited everybody was. And the game, you know, everybody. Until this showed up. So this is where I just have to come to and be like, well, this is what I think. And I didn't think it, to me it didn't look like it needs spit and polish, but I'm not working on the game, so I don't know. They know best. But to me, looking at and seeing what I was seeing, to me was saying this game's ready, it's in full swing, it's ready to go. But, you know, all this came about, everybody lost their minds, pretty childish, I have to admit. Like, I'm not someone, and I can say this, I have crappy internet. I get 3 megabits a second, at best, alright? It takes me, like, I'm going to start uploading Battlefield videos after this one. I've already made a couple, me, Andrew, and Richard. We've already been down it. It took me 3 days to download that game, the internet online, 32 gigabytes. It took me 3 days. So I'm not someone that says, oh, well, I've got great internet, it's not going to bother me none. I have shitty internet. And it wouldn't have bothered me any, to have the online update. Because I knew the updates weren't going to be big, and the fact that it's not online, it's just a one-time deal. But here's the problem, folks. It's not going to be a one-time deal. There's always, about once a month, I'd say, there's probably going to be performance updates just to keep the game up with Xbox's performance. You know how they do their software stuff? We're going to have to deal with this. Having the two games not on a disc is still going to take up Xbox room, and it's still going to take up internet time. You're still going to have to do those. They're going to be minor. And the games themselves probably would have been minor as well. I mean, I love the fandom to death. And I was extremely excited on Twitter to find a bunch of people, and I've made a few friends, a lot of friends actually, from finding out how many other people still like Spyro. But, to say the least, sitting in the current not statistics, but, way the events and everything have gone, I'm not so proud to be a Spyro fan after this. Or not a Spyro fan, but be part of the fandom. Because of the craziness that occurred. I mean, you can't take anything away from any of us. I mean, Spyro's got probably the most devoted fan base I've ever seen for any video game ever. A little over-devoted, I might say. But devoted. And I'm proud to be here. I love this game, and I have both games, and hopefully it's going to be on my channel, which I plan on having it on my channel. I plan on doing the Reignited because I never actually played when those games were. I was born in the 90s, so I mean, but I was like 97, so Spyro had been out for like not even a year. It hadn't even been released when I was born. So I never got the chance to actually play them in the heyday. I played this. So, I mean, this is what I played. And hopefully we get, hopefully Activision's willing to also do, this game, Reignited, or not Reignited, but Legends give us a good turnover and fix a lot of stuff in this game. Which would be kind of awesome in my opinion. So, I mean... but it just all depends up to them. So, is my predictions for Reignited, is it going to be everything we thought it is? No. It's going to be more. And in 2 months, they can do a lot of work. And a lot of people have been mentioning they want Cinder and Reignited. My thoughts on Cinder being on there is, I love her character, and I love her with Spyro. I don't think there's anyone else better for him, unless you have those, you got the sides of Ember, then you got some for Allura. Pretty sure that's her name. That's the fawn goat lady. I think that's it. Something like that. But anyway, you got them. You got a whole bunch of people that ship everybody with anybody. But I still think Cinder is the good offset to Spyro's character. That it'd just be wrong to have anybody else with him. But I don't see any spot in the original trilogy for Cinder to sit other than just a playable skin, which wouldn't be bad, not even close. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. Shoot. Not even close. I'd love to play her as her. But I still say she ought to just stay put where she is in in the Legends series. But that's just me. Could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just saying, those 2 months they can get a lot done. Am I saying they're gonna put her in there? I didn't go the wrong way again, did I? Yes, I did. Anyway, I don't know. I can't predict the future. I'd like to see it. I mean, playable skin, yes. Her actually being a character part of it, no. Because I don't see a character for her in the game. Everyone's done covered. Because she has her own backstory. She has, all this other stuff. And, so they'd have to, rewrite it to put her in it. And it just wouldn't fit for me. To me, I don't think it would. But, like I said, my opinion doesn't mean everything. The fan base does. And there's a giant outpouring for Cinder. So, whatever Activision decides to do, I'm going to support it no matter what. Now we get to see what this does. I haven't seen it yet. Here we go. But anyway, I'd support it. I'd support her being in it. I would, but that's just me. A lot of people say yes, and a lot of people say no. I give us that we're a very, very devoted and very hard-pressed fandom, and I love us for that. I think we're a little bit crazy. Oh yeah, we're a lot crazy, but that's okay. It shows that we care and we love. That's dude, made that dude do bad. Just messed it all his world up. But I don't know, boys. I don't know. I'm excited to see what Activision does in the 2 months. I don't like how this whole event came about. Not even close. But I'm excited to see what comes out of it. I am at least. So that again, Activision posted it or pushed it back. November 13th is when it finally does release. Not a bad idea, but oh well. Got hit the process though, so I guess it works out. Didn't take a whole barrel full of damage. Oh, that's cheap. Alright guys, remember to like and subscribe. If you're new, please select that like button. I got some crazy things I'm going to do here in the future regarding our good purple dragon friend here. So anyway, I will see you all in the next recording.